sourcing
with outside help. In our last entry, we talked about some of the tools you can use to source on your own for candidates as a business owner. But let's just say that you've written yourself off as a hiring master.
That's cool. Some days I feel that way too. But I just throw back a shot of espresso and get to it because it's my job.
My point is, if you feel like you might need some help, that's totally reasonable. There are companies out there for that.
Ciprani Consulting could be considered one of those. And by could be, I mean that it is.
But while we're a recruiting firm, there are other agencies out there who staff from their own bench of humans on a trial basis.
As well as companies that offer virtual assistants from varying countries.
The upside to a recruiting firm is its ability to leverage out all of the difficult, time-consuming parts of the hiring process. This frees you up to continue pursuing your day-to-day functions while the recruiting team works in the background to find you viable finalists.
Much of the time, you'll pay the recruiting firm a percentage of whatever the hire will be earning for the first year. Each company has its own pricing, so explore your own options.
There are also varying types of search firms that you can look to, such as executive level firms that charge astronomical fees to find the right executives for larger companies.
Firms like this typically charge a very high flat rate that's often non-negotiable, so there's no real guarantee, but they continue the search until a suitable candidate is found.
There are also contingent recruiting firms, which are the most common. Their rates are typically based on a percentage of the first year's salary of the position hired. The quality of candidates from these types of companies is fair, and the success rate is relatively high.
Unlike executive search firms, the cost is much more attainable for the average small to mid-sized business.
When it comes to staffing agencies, there is certainly less of a risk. Staffing agencies will place someone with your company, and if things don't work out, you can trade them in for a better fitting model. It's like trying on shoes, but with humans. If one doesn't fit, return them.
Staffing companies also pay their offerings until your company decides that they're the right fit and you bring them on full time.
The upfront fees can be costly here, so be sure to consider that as well. However, the risk is lower, since you can ask the firm to send you someone new if the first person doesn't fit the bill.
Virtual assistant agencies also exist to pair your business with virtual assistants, or VAs,
which often assist more in the admin, paperwork side of the company, since they are remote and unable to engage actively with your client base.
This option is useful, however, if you're just looking to remove yourself from the back-end clerical side of your work. This again can be a huge time saver depending on what your needs are and where you could use additional leverage.
So there you have it. Whether you decide you want to tackle the beast on your own
or seek out some extra assistance,
you have all the options.
We all know that hiring can be difficult, but hopefully one of these methods will help make life a tad bit easier.